Imagine building a piece of technology so disruptive it's valued at $20 billion, a tool so powerful it's currently threatening to dethrone Google, the undisputed king of the internet. Now, imagine doing all of that while being stuck in a bureaucratic waiting line. Imagine being the architect of the future, but technically, you're still just a guest in the country where you built your empire. The global race to dominate artificial intelligence is the most ruthless competition of our generation. But the story of Aravind Srinivas, the CEO of Perplexity AI, isn't just about neural networks or silicon chips. It's a high-stakes battle against an immigration system that almost kept one of the greatest minds of our time from ever reaching the starting line. Today, we're asking, how does a student from a resource-limited neighborhood in India end up rubbing shoulders with the titans of OpenAI and Jeff Bezos? What happens when a broken visa process threatens to lock out a generational genius? And how did one massive, risky leap of faith lead to a $20 billion breakthrough that is fundamentally changing how you and I use the internet today? This is how he did it.
Just a quick reminder, if you appreciate this in-depth content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more.
To understand the future of AI, we have to look at the friction of the past. Let's investigate. Our story starts in Chennai, India, 1994. Aravind wasn't born into a dynasty of tech wealth. He grew up in a standard middle-class home. His father was an engineer, his mother a homemaker. It was a vibrant, loud, urban environment. But let's be real, resources were finite. There was no silver spoon here. But Aravind had something else. He had this unrelenting, almost obsessive curiosity. While other kids were playing, Aravind was competing in math Olympiads. He was diving into self-study forums, teaching himself the very foundations of what we now call artificial intelligence. He pushed himself to the absolute limit, eventually landing a spot at the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. He earned a dual degree in electrical engineering, but he hit a ceiling. You see, you can't build the future of global tech in a vacuum. To truly break the sound barrier of machine learning, Aravind knew he had to get to the epicenter, the Silicon Valley. But here's the problem. How do you cross the globe when the legal odds are stacked against you? In 2016, Aravind made the jump. He boarded a plane to the US on an F1 student visa to start a PhD at UC Berkeley. By 2021, he'd done it. He was a doctor of computer science, specializing in deep learning. But in America, brilliance doesn't buy you a permanent seat at the table. For international students, graduation isn't just a celebration, it's a ticking time bomb. To stay, he needed an H1B work visa. Now, if you aren't familiar, the H1B work visa is a massive administrative hurdle. It requires corporate sponsorship. It's expensive. In fact, if Aravind's early employers had been forced to pay, say, $100,000 just to sponsor him back then, they probably couldn't have afforded him. His entire multi-billion-dollar future hinged on a single piece of paper clearing a government desk. He was one clerical error away from being sent back, but the paperwork did clear, and that's when the world changed. The H1B work visa was his golden ticket. It opened the guarded doors of the most elite labs on Earth. Aravind landed at OpenAI, where he actually helped build the engines we use today, GPT-2 and GPT-3. Later, he moved to Google DeepMind. He was at the absolute summit of the AI world. But from that height, he saw something no one else was looking at. He realized the internet was broken. Think about it. When you Google something, you get a list of links. You have to do the work. In early AI, it just made things up. It hallucinated. In 2022, Aravind did the unthinkable. He quit his stable, visa-sponsored job, a massive risk for an immigrant, and teamed up with 3 others to found Perplexity AI. They didn't want a search engine. They wanted an answer engine, a system that reads the web in real time and gives you direct, verifiable answers with sources. No more blue links, just truth.
Aravind changed the world because he was able to dream far beyond his humble beginnings. Do you have a dream project that never leaves your mind and you would like to see come true? Drop a comment and let us know about it.
By 2025, the growth was vertical. They integrated Gemini 2.5 Pro. They added video and image processing. Jeff Bezos and NVIDIA started cutting checks. Suddenly, Aravind wasn't just a researcher. He was one of India's youngest billionaires, valued at $20 billion, and named to Time's 100 most influential people. But here is where it gets heavy. Aravind has a warning for you. He argues that AI technology is evolving every 3 to 6 months. But humans? We don't adapt that fast. He believes we are at a crossroads. If you're spending your time scrolling through mindless feeds instead of mastering these AI tools, you are becoming obsolete in real time. The future doesn't belong to the employees of the past. It belongs to the AI-driven entrepreneurs of tomorrow. But there's a massive irony here. The man who is democratizing the world's knowledge? As of late 2025, he's still stuck in the US green card backlog. He's been waiting over 3 years. One of the most influential people in tech is still waiting for the system to catch up to his contribution. Aravind Srinivas used curiosity to navigate a maze of systemic hurdles. He proved that programs like the H1B work visa aren't just work permits, they are the fuel for global innovation. His story forces us to ask, how many more geniuses are currently stuck in a line somewhere, just waiting for a chance to change our lives? The world is moving at a speed that doesn't wait for permits or visas. If a man caught in a bureaucratic limbo can build a $20 billion empire, what's your excuse for waiting? Don't just watch the future happen. Build it. The story you've just seen is a powerful answer to the question, what drives someone to leave everything behind and reshape the world with their vision? This series, proudly presented by the law offices of Chris M. Ingram, celebrates the courage, innovation, and determination of immigrants who transform history. Subscribe and join us as we continue to honor the enduring impact of immigrant ambition.